shouldn't even be surprised at this point that this is happening today of all days. Like, what are the odds? Seriously. Oh. Look who's finally awake. Hey. How are you feeling? You're looking a little bit disoriented. Are you confused by what's happening right now? I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah, that looks like it hurts. Oh, sorry for smiling. If it wasn't already obvious, I'm the reason that you look like that right now. I mean, what did you expect? Why did you break up with me on Valentine's Day? Like, honestly, who does that? I can't think of anyone that would do that to their girlfriend. Of 6 years. Which, I mean, I know 5 out of those 6 years you, didn't even know I existed, really. But in my mind, we were together. And you cheated on me a bunch of times with all those other girls that you dated. But then, finally, you saw who was really meant to be with you. Which, obviously, it's me. Which is why I can't understand why you would ever want to break up with me. I would never do that to you. Like, seriously. I can't imagine being without you. So when you broke up with me today, I kind of freaked out. Just like a little, you know? As anyone would. I mean, like, seriously, what did you expect? It's me. I've been practically chasing you forever. Ever since I've known you. I've been obsessed with you, and you know that. So, of all things and of all days, breaking up on Valentine's Day was a really bold decision on your behalf, which is why you look the way you do right now. They got you pretty good, didn't they? Yeah, I had to pay extra for that, actually. Do you know how hard it was to find people on Valentine's Day to do this job? I had to pull some strings and count some favors in from, like, before. Calm down. Like, seriously, be quiet. You can't be screaming like that in this neighborhood. I mean, someone could definitely hear you and they're gonna call the cops or something. Which, do you remember the last time that happened? Yeah, I would rather not repeat that. So just relax, okay? Or else I'm gonna have to duct tape you, and I'd really rather not. But I will, if I need to. 'Cause you're not going anywhere, okay? Well, anyway, since we're both here, I just figured we could spend some quality time together like we planned on. We were planning on spending Valentine's Day together for the last year. I even went ahead and got some flowers Do you recognize them? They're pretty old, so maybe not, but these are actually the flowers that you gave to your ex-girlfriend back in, I think, like 2019 or something. She threw them away. You guys weren't doing very good at the time, and I went ahead and picked them up out of the trash behind her because I just thought they were so pretty, and I mean, you're the one who gave them to her, so it was almost like you giving them to me. Except, well, they smell pretty bad because I didn't get to them right away. Well, anyway, I guess it's not very romantic. Not like I thought it would be, but it is the thought that counts, right? That's what they say. And I had a lot of thoughts about you, and I've been counting all of them. And so far, none of them have really come true, which is strange because, to be honest, I've done pretty much everything I can think of to be with you, and you just keep finding ways to escape, and I don't understand. Like that one time that we were at the zoo, and you literally jumped into the gorilla enclosure and started acting like a monkey because you didn't want to be on the date with me. That was really strange. But, I mean, the look on the zookeeper's face when I told him that you just had like an innate fascination with gorillas and you've always wanted to be one of them. He was definitely judging you a lot harder than he was judging me for being on a date with you, which is how it should be, because, I mean, I'm so spectacular, I'm quite a catch, and everyone can see it except for you, it seems like, which is exactly why you're the one that I need to be with. It's not an option. And, well, that's why I had to kidnap you and force you to spend Valentine's Day with me, because you seemed pretty serious about the breakup, and I still can't understand why. I've been nothing but nice to you, like, more than nice. I practically spend all of my money on you, and you never even open any of the gifts that I leave outside of your house, which makes me kind of sad. I drive by every day and check, and they're always in the trash can. It's not very nice. Honestly, you're not very nice of a person in general. You do a lot of things that hurt my feelings, but I still love you so much. Like, beyond any feeling I've ever felt before. Except for maybe rage. Which, speaking of, after we go back to my house and do all the things that I want to do, and then I drop you off on the side of the road somewhere where no one will find you, if you have cell service when you get there, you should definitely call your ex-girlfriend and like see if she's okay, because I may or may not have hit her over the head when I went to get the flowers, and she didn't look too good when I left. I'm not sure if she was breathing or not, so you should just check on her, okay? Yeah, I think it would be a good idea. Yeah, you can't say stuff like that. No, not that either. You know what? I think just for both of our sakes, so we can have a nice time, and it's not ruined by all of your cursing and screaming and whatever else you're doing right now, honestly, what are you doing? You look like a child. Stop that. You're so cute, though. I mean, like... Alright, I'm sorry about this, but I am gonna need to duct tape you after all, because you won't shut up, and it's just, I'm sorry, I'm really trying to have a nice evening with you, and it's kind of ruining it, so just, yeah. Just hold still, okay? Yeah, just, I'm sorry, but you knew this was coming. That's so much better. Oh. Okay. Well, since I have your attention, there's some stuff I wanted to tell you. First of all, I called your parents just to, make sure that they weren't like worried about you. Luckily, they didn't know about the breakup quite yet. So they just thought that I was calling them to say hi and, make sure their Valentine's Day was going really good, which I certainly did. They're having a really fun time. Actually, they wanted to get off the phone kind of quickly, which I'm sure had nothing to do with me. It was probably just because they were doing something, they're busy people. But I told them that you were going to be out for a while and that even I haven't really been hearing from you very much. But I did tell them that we were going to be spending Valentine's Day together, of course, because I knew we were gonna, even though you broke up with me. Honestly, let's just pretend that didn't even happen, okay? I mean, it's like not even as bad as, the other time that the cops had to come and I had to drug you because you were just being crazy and you're so cute when you're that mad. But also, I wasn't feeling like dealing with it that day, so I just slipped something into your drink, and then when the cops did eventually get there, I just told them that you were really, really drunk, and I mean, they don't know that you don't drink, so yeah, they were none the wiser, and it was still a little bit worrisome to have them there, but at the same time, it was worth it because when you woke up, you couldn't remember a thing, which means you had no idea that I was the one who drugged you. And you were so sick. Do you remember that? You couldn't stop throwing up, and you were so dizzy, and I had to take care of you, and it was the best day of my life. You were so vulnerable, and I had full control, and it was amazing. And I definitely wanted to do that again. So this felt like a really good opportunity after being dumped on Valentine's Day. I feel like I must continuously point out that that's the scenario we're in because it's so ironic, babe. I mean, come on, who would have ever thought? Clearly, not me. You didn't plan this, did you, in advance? You definitely didn't have another date today, right? If you did, I'm gonna need her number so I can call and cancel for you because, I mean, I'm not taking that duct tape off anytime soon, so... Oh, okay. Well, if you say so, I guess I believe you even though you lie to me literally all the time. But it's okay. I honestly don't think there's anything that you could do that would make me so upset that I would leave you. anything. Anything you do is fine. I'm never leaving. And you're never leaving either. We're gonna be together for the rest of our lives, and it's gonna be so, so beautiful. Wait, what was that? I can't really understand you because, I mean, with the duct tape and everything, it just kind of sounds like... Wait, are you telling me you love me? Oh, babe, I love you too, like, so much. More than anything. Ever. Which is exactly why I'm never gonna let you out of my sight again. Today has actually taught me a lot, and it's made me realize that I just simply can't afford to lose you in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, it's safe to say that you're stuck with me now. But isn't that kind of nice? I mean, like, you won't have to worry about food or water or transportation. I mean, you can come on all of my drives with me, and I'm unfortunately gonna have to leave you tied up like you are, but it'll still be really fun. You can look out the window and, I can maybe open it a little bit for you so you can stick your head out like a dog would and enjoy the fresh air that you're rarely ever gonna feel again because, I mean, your new home is gonna be in my closet for a while. I should have mentioned that when I drop you off in the middle of nowhere, it's gonna be when you're practically begging for me to kill you because you're so tired of the living circumstances I plan on putting you in. But, I mean, I think it's a fitting punishment for breaking up with me on Valentine's Day. You need to learn your lesson. That's not okay to do that to somebody, especially someone who loves you as much as I do. That was really stupid. Hopefully you'll learn. I definitely think that this will help us get a lot closer, though, than we were before. I already feel like we're developing a super deep bond from this experience. Oh, you have such a sad look in your eyes. Cheer up, hon. Everything's okay. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's much better than it normally is. We argue all the time, and I kind of like you with this duct tape on. You're trying so hard to say things to me, but I can't understand a word of it, and that's okay. I can feel that you're angry, but I know deep down it's coming from a place of love. Oh, you're just so cute when you're upset. Just trying to calm down. It's not gonna help if you work yourself up. Honestly, you should probably relax because with the bruising on your head, it kind of looks like you might have a concussion. And I would hate to see anything happen to you. So just try and relax, okay? You look like you're not really focusing very well. Hey, focus. Can you stay with me? You look like you're gonna pass out. Maybe they gave you too much. I feel like they hit you a little bit too hard. And maybe too many times. Oh dear. That's okay. Here, just focus on my fingers. Focus. Focus. It's okay. Just follow my finger. Oh, your pupils are two completely different sizes. That is not a good sign. Well, I can't take you to the hospital because then they're gonna have to ask what happened. And I mean, I know you're gonna tell them that I did this to you, which we both know that can't happen. So, listen, you're just gonna have to trust me, okay? I can figure this all out. It won't be a problem. We're gonna get you some gauze and like an ice pack, and you'll be fine. If there's any internal bleeding, I'm sure it will stop eventually. I mean, you can't bleed out in your own body. Wait. Yes, you can. I'm sure that won't happen. And I mean, if you do end up turning into a vegetable, I could take care of you for the rest of your life, so that's not a problem either. Really, if you think about it, you're in kind of a win-win scenario. In one regard, you are with a devoted woman who is going to take care of you no matter what you do. And on the other hand, if you do end up losing too much blood and, you know, your brain starts to have aneurysms and you kind of just, you know, turn into a pile of mush, at least you won't have to be conscious for the rest of our life together, since you're apparently so unhappy with it, which I think is a lie that you just tell people. I really think that you're as in love with me as I am with you, because I can't imagine why you would ever talk to me like at all after all of the stuff that we've been through if you didn't love me. Like, remember like 3 years ago when you got a restraining order against me? And then I called the judge and I told them that there had been a mistake and that you had just spelled somebody else's name wrong. They believed me. I have quite a way with words. Like, the cops that came when I drugged you, they're one of the people that I had a favor owed to me from. So I actually could technically call the cops about this and pretty much nothing would even happen to me. They might even think that you were the one who was hurting me and I had to tie you up in self-defense. I could definitely claim that and they would believe me. I have inside connections. That's why you need to be really careful about who you're double-crossing and betraying and especially rejecting. It was a really, really dumb decision to reject me. You should have known better. I'm surprised you didn't, but I mean, also it's you, and that's just kind of the way you are. You make really silly decisions, like, all the time. Like, choosing to date 3 or 4. How many girlfriends did you have? You know, it's fine. I forget that you're trying to beg for your life right now, so I'll just try and figure it out myself. Let's see, there was the one in high school, and there was a couple in college, although it was kind of hard to follow you around in college because the windows at your campus weren't very big, and I had to kind of peep from far away through my binoculars because I'm technically banned from the campus from a different incident with somebody else, but they've been taken care of, so we don't need to talk about that. Anyway, I know you had a couple girls in college, and then there was that one really serious one. What was her name? Heather. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sorry that she left. I promise I had nothing to do with that. And also, that's the one that you need to call and check in on eventually. I really hope she's okay. She didn't really have anything to do with this. I just really needed the flowers, and obviously she didn't want to let me in to her house, so I kind of, had to take matters into my own hands like I do, but I'm sure she'll understand. She knows that you're worth it. You are worth the most extreme measures that anyone could possibly take. Oh, I'm really infatuated with you. And I'm really excited to bring you back to my house. You seem like you're getting kind of sleepy, which I can't tell if that's the brain injuries or you're just feeling kind of exhausted from this roller coaster of events. It's been a lot today, which, please remind yourself that was your fault. I didn't do this to us, you did, but hopefully now you see that I'm very serious about, not letting you go and everything. I'm sure the longer that you sit and rot, the less desire you'll have to run away from me. I'm really looking forward to that day where your walls finally crack and break and you're just a shell of yourself, the person you used to be. Because I know you'll still maintain all of my favorite qualities, but you'll also be so damaged that you wouldn't even begin to consider leaving me. Not like you could, part of the favors I called in tonight were putting hitmen on you, just to make sure that if I did, mess this up and accidentally let you go free, you wouldn't get very far. So, I'm glad you're still in my car and not someone else's on your way to your grave. You should honestly be thanking me for saving you from that reality. I told you I'm always so nice to you, and sometimes I feel like you don't deserve it, but I'll never stop. I couldn't, even if I wanted to. If I had any friends, they would probably say that I am addicted to you, or maybe even obsessed. And they wouldn't be wrong, but they just don't understand. No one understands what it feels like to be this in love with you specifically. You're just one of a kind. And I just want to say happy Valentine's Day. I can't imagine spending this time with anyone else. And I know we're like in a weird predicament, but this has honestly been really romantic. And I don't know, I'm feeling like even more attraction for you than I did beforehand. Safe to say a couple hours ago, I didn't feel much but seething anger and a lot of need and desire for revenge. But now that I've got it, I'm ready to love you again. Fully love you. with all of my heart and soul and everything else, of course. Oh, yeah. You're really starting to look bad. I should probably get you back to my house now. Oh, but this is so nice. It's just the two of us, and you're finally not screaming anymore. I honestly can't even tell if you're awake. I hope so, but it's hard to say. Your eyes have been doing a little fluttering thing for a while now. It kind of looks like you're having a seizure, but I'm sure you're just listening and taking it all in. Oh, I really don't know what I would do without you. I'm very glad that I never, ever, ever have to find out what that reality would look like. I feel so blessed. Truly. Like, how did I get so lucky? You are in for a treat. I have some really fun activities planned for us when we get back. I hope you'll be up for it, though. You kind of look like you may need, like, a nap or something, and then I'm sure when you wake up you'll be in tip-top shape. It's okay. Try to stop shaking and just relax, okay? Relax. Can you still see? I can't really tell. It's okay. Relax. 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 Everything is okay. Hey, try to stay awake, okay? Focus. 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 Hello? Oh dear, you really are starting to lose it, huh? Focus. Focus. It's okay. You're gonna be fine, okay? Don't worry. I'm gonna make sure absolutely nothing happens to you. Well, nothing more than what's already happened. I mean, you deserved that, and you know you did. What you did to me was awful, and a lot of people would never forgive you, let alone set up an elaborate plan to, kidnap you and get you into a position where you basically force yourself to apologize even if you're not sorry because you don't want to die. A lot of people wouldn't do that for you, but I would. Can you focus on my finger? Good, just keep focusing. And can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I'm just gonna check your head and try and see if I can find any bumps or soft spots. Oh yeah, back here. There's definitely a big bump on the back of your head. Oh no. deal with that later. Just try and relax, okay? I'm just gonna keep checking around. Yeah. It's not looking super good, but definitely could have been worse. They had a really drastic measure that we could have taken, but I advised against it. Well, they were gonna use some torture technique on you, and I told them that just, like a simple beating would be fine. I mean, that usually suffices for most people, but I did consider, they made it seem pretty desirable to do that to you, but I did end up advocating on your behalf, so again, you have only me to thank for your good fortune. You're certainly not bringing it upon yourself by making decisions like breaking up with your girlfriend on Valentine's Day. So weird. Well, anyway. Yeah, it's okay. Just relax. You seem like you're starting to calm down now. I am gonna put something over you for the car ride back, just because since you have the duct tape on now, it does look a little bit more suspicious. Just relax. I'm gonna put this over your head. It won't hurt. You can lay down, whatever you need to do. Just try and get as comfortable as you can. And, try not to get blood all over everything back there, okay? Just do your best. Okay. Just relax. You're fine.